Jax was scratched, 3 red marks across his back. The spirit box screamed. July 21st, 2025. The air was thick and cold. Each breath felt like inhaling the night itself. Nature seemed to pause, wary of what was about to unfold. The Woodberry Story House loomed before us, more scar than structure, its presence a wound in the landscape. It felt alive, brooding, and resentful. Its jagged silhouette cut into the night, a black crown of splintered wood and broken dreams. Even from the street, dread radiated from the soil. The grass grew wild, trees twisted away, as if the earth itself recoiled from the house's shadow. This wasn't just another haunted house. It was a vortex of paranormal energy. Our devices flickered, reacting to unseen forces. The silence felt like a warning. The house watched us, its windows hollow eyes that followed our every move. We set up our equipment, EVP recorders, spirit boxes, cameras. Each device a fragile link to whatever waited in the darkness. Unease settled over us. Every creak and distant thump made us jump, each of us silently questioning if we were ready. The legends were chilling. Apparitions, poltergeists, and a malevolent entity said to rule the house. Locals spoke of voices, moving objects, and a presence that pressed down on visitors. We were ready to face whatever waited inside. As we crossed the threshold, we knew there was no turning back. The Woodberry Story House had invited us in, and we had accepted. Woodberry's history is a tapestry of tragedy and betrayal. Built by a cruel industrialist, it became a prison, not a home. Its foundation laid with ego and darkness. Ghost hunters worldwide have documented chilling evidence: EVPs, apparitions, and a house that learns your fears. The most feared entity is the shadowy man of the house, his presence strongest in the basement. We came to listen, to document, and to understand the source of Woodberry's malevolence. Our team was tight-knit, each with a role. I led. Jax handled tech. Maya researched and sensed energy. We unloaded our arsenal full-spectrum cameras, recorders, SLS camera, spirit box, EMF meters.
Let's be careful. The house has moods. Tonight it feels unwelcoming. If it tells us to get out, listen.
Maya's warning was grave, hinting at real danger within Woodberry. Her words lingered. The lockdown began. The ancient oak door groaned as it slowly swung open, its hinges protesting with every inch. A wave of cold, stale air rushed out to greet us, thick with the unmistakable scent of rot and neglect. The air was heavy, almost suffocating, and carried a faint metallic tang that lingered at the back of our throats. Dust motes danced in the weak light, swirling in the gloom as if disturbed by our very presence. Stepping across the threshold felt like crossing an invisible barrier, leaving the world we knew behind. The oppressive energy inside pressed down on our chests, making each breath feel shallow and uncertain. It was as if the house itself was watching, waiting, sizing us up as intruders in its long-forgotten halls. Suddenly, the silence shattered. The door slammed shut behind us with a force that echoed through the empty corridors. We spun around, startled, realizing we were now locked inside. The foyer loomed before us, once grand but now crumbling, its faded wallpaper peeling and ornate banisters coated in dust. Our flashlights cut through the darkness, casting long, shifting shadows that seemed to move on their own. The sweeping staircase ahead was swallowed by darkness, a black abyss daring us to climb. Each room we entered revealed its own unsettling secrets. In the dining room, a dust-covered table sat surrounded by broken chairs, as if a family dinner had been abandoned in haste decades ago. The silence was so complete, we could almost hear the echoes of laughter and conversation that once filled the space. In the children's room, an old wooden rocking horse stood frozen mid-motion, its paint chipped and faded. The room was littered with forgotten toys, each one casting eerie shadows that seemed to flicker in the corners of our eyes. The air felt colder here, as if the memories of childhood had curdled into something darker. On a shelf, a row of antique dolls stared out with glassy, unblinking eyes. Their faces were cracked, and their dresses moth-eaten. But what unsettled us most was the way their gaze seemed to follow us, no matter where we moved in the room. Upstairs, Jax paused, nearly overwhelmed by a sudden, crushing wave of sadness that seemed to seep from the very walls. Cold spots appeared and vanished without warning, sending chills up our spines. Faint whispers echoed from rooms we'd just left, as if unseen voices were discussing our every move, always just out of earshot. With nerves on edge, we began setting up our cameras and equipment, determined to document whatever might be lurking in the shadows. The house felt alive, its secrets waiting to be uncovered. We steadied ourselves, ready to call out and see who, or what, would answer us from the darkness. In the main parlor, darkness pressed in from every corner as we powered up the spirit box, its faint glow the only light in the suffocating blackness. The air felt thick, almost electric, as if the house itself was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Every creak of the old floorboard seemed amplified, echoing through the silence as we prepared to make contact with whatever lingered here.
Is there anyone here with us? We mean you no harm. We only wish to understand your story, to listen if you want to be heard. If you can, please give us a sign, any sign, that you're here.
The spirit box crackled with static, filling the room with a restless, uneasy energy. Then, through the noise, a single word emerged: cold. Instantly, the temperature in the room plummeted, dropping 15 degrees in a matter of seconds. Our breaths became visible in the frigid air, and a chill ran down our spines. It was as if the house itself exhaled, letting us know we were not alone.
Can you tell us your name? We want to know who you are. Are you the one making it so cold in here? Please speak to us. Let us help you if we can.
A deeper, more guttural voice cut through the static. No. The energy in the room shifted instantly, growing heavier and more oppressive. The K2 meters began to flash wildly, their lights strobing in the darkness, signaling a surge of electromagnetic activity. It felt as though something unseen was watching us, its presence now unmistakable and menacing. We exchanged nervous glances, realizing we had crossed a threshold. The atmosphere was thick with tension, and every instinct screamed that we were being tested by whatever spirit had made itself known. We decided to move to the children's room, hoping for a gentler presence. But the air grew even colder, and the silence was broken only by the faint creak of the floorboards beneath our feet. The dolls, arranged neatly on the shelves, seemed to watch us with glassy eyes. As we entered, we noticed the heads of several dolls had subtly shifted, as if they had turned to follow our movements. We set up the SLS camera, its screen flickering as it scanned the room. Suddenly, it mapped a child-sized figure standing by the old rocking horse, its outline glowing eerily on the display. The figure remained motionless, as if waiting for us to notice. Without warning, the rocking horse began to move, creaking back and forth on its own. The sound echoed through the nursery, sending chills through the group. We watched in stunned silence, knowing we were witnessing something truly unexplainable.
Are you the one who is cold? Is this your room? If you're here, can you show yourself or tell us why you're so cold?
A faint, almost desperate voice whispered through the static. Mama. The word was soft, but it cut through the silence like a knife, filling the room with a sense of longing and sadness. It was the unmistakable cry of a lost child, calling out for their mother in the darkness. The sorrow in that single word was palpable, and for a moment, the house felt heartbreakingly human. Suddenly, a loud bang erupted from downstairs, shattering the fragile moment. The sound of a heavy door slamming echoed up the staircase, making us all jump. The lights flickered, and a shadow darted across the hallway, as if warning us to leave. Our hearts pounded as we realized the spirit was clearly displeased with our contact. The house had become a battleground between the lost and the angry, and we were caught in the middle. With every sense on high alert, we braced ourselves for whatever would come next, knowing the night was far from over. The bang signaled a shift, playful energy gone, replaced by anger. In the dining room, a heavy chair was overturned. No one had touched it. EMF meters screamed. We headed to the basement, the heart of the house's darkness. The air grew colder, the space ancient and evil.
Who are you? Why are you trapping the others?
A guttural, inhuman growl echoed around us. The spirit box spat out voices in English and Spanish. Ayúdame! Help me! Then, the deep voice. Mine. The entity saw the spirits as its property. Danger was now certain. Our camera batteries drained. Jax was scratched. 3 red marks across his back. The spirit box screamed, "Get out!" The house was fighting back. Get out was the final warning. The basement's energy was violent, suffocating.
We'd captured chilling evidence, but our safety came first.
There's a line between bravery and foolishness. Woodberry had made its intentions clear.
We gathered our gear and hurried out, every shadow seeming to reach for us. Stepping into the night felt like surfacing for air after drowning.
Some voices left in silence. We learned a lesson. There's a world beyond ours, and it demands respect.
Some doors are best left closed.
We left Woodberry behind, reminded that sometimes the best thing you can do is leave the dead to their darkness.